A very warm welcome. You're watching the news with me, Anubhuti Gaur. Let's take a look at what's making headlines. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi appeared before a Surat court today to plead not guilty in connection with a defamation case filed after he allegedly said that all thieves have Modi as common surname at an election rally in Karnataka ahead of the 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Rahul also filed an application for permanent exemption from future court proceedings, and the court has set December 10th as the date of reply to the application. Rahul will not be required to be present in court for the hearing. As the Income Tax Department officials conduct searches at multiple places linked to former Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister G. Parameswara and his associates, the senior Congress leader has said that he is not aware of the searches and that he is ready to rectify if there is any fault from his end. Around 30 places linked in Bengaluru and Tumakuru linked to G. Parameswara are being searched. A shocking incident comes to light. A family of 3, including an 8-year-old boy, was found hacked to death inside their home in West Bengal's Murshidabad. The killings have taken a political turn, with the BJP and the RSS claiming that Bondupal was an RSS worker. The matter came to light when the neighbors, concerned about the family's absence at the Puja Pandal on Vijayadashmi, went to their home and found the door locked from inside. The Congress has reacted sharply to China's comments of watching over Kashmir. Senior Congress leader Manish Tiwari questioned on Twitter that why the government did not rebut China on pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong, rights violations in Xinjiang and Tibet, and say that we are also watching. This comes just before the Chinese President Xi Jinping is about to visit India for an informal summit with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India took strong exception to a reference to Kashmir in a meeting between Xi Jinping and Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. India said it is not for other countries to comment on its internal affairs. Government sources said that Delhi will not raise Jammu and Kashmir issue unless Xi Jinping brings it up. Meanwhile, the MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar said Kashmir is an integral part of India and that China is well aware of our position. Remember, Xi Jinping will be visiting India on October 11th and 12th. J&K opens to tourists today after nearly 2 months. Governor Satyapal Malik lifted a security advisory that was put in place days before the centre announced the abrogation of Article 370. The travel advisory was issued on August 2nd, asking tourists to leave the valley due to a terror threat. This as the shutdown continues in Kashmir. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman meets crisis-hit PMC bank depositors, says will once again talk to the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India and convey the distress of PMC clients. Explain to the PMC bank customers that RBI is taking action, doing what is to be done by law. Remember, the PMC customers had protested yesterday, argued that the revised Rs 25,000 limit on withdrawals imposed by the RBI is still too little.